Hey guys, good afternoon from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Joy here back again, doing a fragrance review on the house of Calvin Klein. And this is going to be a big fragrance, supposedly big fragrance because it's a flanker of something I would call a top seller in the world. The fragrance, the original one, sorry about that, it's called CK Eternity. This fragrance is a very iconic fragrance. People know this as a top seller, soapy, vetiver, green, fresh, mild citrus kind of a fragrance. No sweetness in this one, but it's known to be one of my go-to guys when I need to reach for something on a hot summer's day. But it's actually more for masculine, more mature noses. So it has number of flankers, and some of them would be I have reviewed Calvin Klein Eternity Flame, this one, Eternity Now, one of the best summer fragrances ever. That one has a nice coconutty vibe. And the summer one, if you talk about summer, Eternity Aqua. This is the Beast Mode summer fragrance. It has the best performance in the whole line. And if you talk about flankers, there's also summer, and there are lot others. So today we're going to be focusing on sample. This is CK Eternity for men, but this is EDP, Eau de Parfum concentration. This is the official sample. We'll talk about it. So I'm wearing it on my hand here. The dry down is already here, and I'll let you know. I'll respray it to tell you about the opening top note. So Calvin Klein, before I start, is a house I really love. Many people love this house because of the the clothing line, their watches, the other accessories, their undergarments and stuff like that. So Calvin Klein serves a huge portion of youth, and they focus on sometimes fragrances like CK1, which is unisex in nature, something for both genders, male and female. So Calvin Klein is a house which is also very affordable. Many people can vouch for it that their fragrances are not very expensive. So some of my favorite would be CK Obsession from this house. Sorry. And then CK Reveal is my top favorite. There is also Calvin Klein CK1 line that has a lot of flankers of summers and this and that. CK Escape. If you name, you can go on for a very long time. They have huge collection of fragrances, and they also had a fragrance called Craze or Crave. I forgot, that is discontinued now. That is fetching like $400 for one bottle. So let's go. We have to see. I'll let you know. Is this a win or a miss? Hit or a miss? Like, I'm gonna show you this fragrance tip. Cool Water and CK Eternity. To me, they have the same vibe. Green, kind of like mature, kind of like a old school vibe. And recently Cool Water released their Cool Water Intense version, which I reviewed, which I liked a lot, but didn't smell anything like Cool Water. So let's see if the new flanker of CK Eternity for Men, which has already some reviews, the EDP concentration, is it something similar to this, improvement, or related at all, or it's a totally new fragrance. That's what you're gonna tell, and if I'm gonna buy a full bottle or not. If you should look at it as well. Okay, these are the things we're gonna look at. So let's see. So first of all, no bottle. So I'm just gonna show you the packaging is gonna look just like this, just like typical same packaging. It's gonna just be a bit bigger box, and the bottle is gonna look just like CK Eternity. The original one, the juice color is gonna be much darker green. Apart from that, you can see the built-in atomizer is gonna spray just same way like this one. And I think they're gonna have multiple bottle sizes on this because CK is good for this. They're known for their smaller, bigger bottle sizes. And later perhaps they will have a big 200 ml as well. So let's see. This is supposed to be EDP concentration, so the performance should be better, expected to be better. Let's see what you get. So I have gone through some of the juice already. Half of the juice is down, and I have given it like 2 wearings, and this is gonna be a 3rd day wearing. Let's see. Yeah, dry down is there. Let's try the opening. Okay, let's go 2 sprays. So this fragrance, let me hold it here. It's the release of 2019 September, just recently released, and very fresh, brand new. That's why I believe there's not that many reviews on this one. I could be mistaken. I haven't checked in recent times. So if you have a problem with, sorry, my voice is really bothering me today. It's getting better, but the voice has still got some disturbance. If you have problems with, let's say, fragrance reviews from samples, you can skip it. I don't mind. But if you actually ask me, the juice is always the same, and it's not possible or wise to buy every single fragrance out there, which is going to be redundant sometimes. So I really buy the ones that I really love. If you see me doing a full bottle review, you understand that's something I really loved and wanted. So this fragrance, I think in 2019, this is a very nice release. Okay, perhaps gonna be one of the most interesting release and most unique release of this year. Good thing. First good thing. Second thing is it's gonna be a little bit pricey right now, but I don't think it's gonna be super expensive in nearby time. If you give it few months, it's gonna go to typical Calvin Klein prices. That's gonna be under $50, which is great value. And the fragrance so far from this, the testing, I got good longevity out of it. It got like say 5 to 6 hours of push on my skin. I can detect it as much as 6 hours, 6.5 sometimes pushing. So it has good performance. It has better performance than original CK Eternity. So the notes in this, whatever it consists of, I'll let you know, but whatever I picked up. But I think this fragrance is more of a cool weather scent, okay? And it's gonna be a little bit surprising because Eternity is known for summers. So if this is gonna be winter version, which is good, you can wear Eternity for all year. Original Eternity for summer, this for cool weather. So this one, it has some modern touches on the top of the original Eternity. Okay, it's not completely a new scent. If you really want to know, the CK Eternity original one had this nice, not had, still has, it's still available in market. This one has this nice soapy green vetiver, a kind of like a synthetic smell, but it's kind of very pleasant, nice aroma to it. Longevity is quite decent, but not beast mode. But it's known to be like a very nice green, easygoing scent. If you like to start with your vetiver, this is the kind of fragrance you'll start with. It's very safe office, out of the shower, everyday casual scent. Okay, so CK Eternity, it's kind of like that light green scent. So if you imagine like what Cool Water did from the original one was very green, blue, lavender, kind of like a very nice like a old school feel, you know, like if I'm comparing this because they have correlation. So Cool Water, the new one, doesn't smell at all like this. So some people found it to be a good thing, some people found it to be a bad thing. But I would rather wish there's some sort of backbone of Cool Water should still be in the new Intense version. Okay, so that little bit disappointed me. But the new version of Cool Water Intense, it's really long lasting, better lasting than original Cool Water. So this one, already I told you this has better lasting power than Eternity. But the notes, so far what I got from it, it's a little bit sweeter. Forget about notes, I'll tell you how it smells. When you spray it for the first time, it smells much more sweeter on the top of the Eternity, which is a good thing. So the sweetness, I think it comes from some sort of citrus or fruits or something. It smells very fresh up top. It reminded me sort of right away CK Eternity Aqua. I'll tell you, because this one is very sweet, fruity. People say it's similar to Polo Blue. So imagine some sort of fresh, sweet elements, blue elements from this one on the top of Eternity. So they gave some sort of sweetness and the freshness up top with this, which is a very nice touch. I really like that. Second thing it starts popping up is that the soapy vibe, green vibe starts popping up from this one, which is also typical of CK Eternity, but CK Eternity is more like a soap, as a bar of soap. This one, it's more like a bubble bath. Okay, that's what I felt like. If you have some candles going on and you have like nice, set up for your shower and relaxing time, it smells like bubble bath. Okay, bubble bath. So that's the second thing, still soapy but more bubbly. So the third thing it pops up is that the green has not vetiver, it has more like a cypress and some other like sage, kind of herbaceous quality. But when I smell it, the vetiver, it's not as prominent as the original Eternity. So it's still green but herbal, medicinal, but mixed with that woody. So sweet, woody, medicinal green. That sort of complexity it goes for. But you'll be thinking like, is this a niche quality juice? No, it's not. It's still a very simple composition, just that little bit more sweetness on the top of the soapiness, added with some woody elements. And the last stage, you're gonna get some suede leather, and it's not a real leather feel. It's kind of like a synthetic suede. Okay, suede leather. So it's a very nice composition in terms of already. It's a very interesting composition in terms of a release. I've been really bored with a lot of new releases which are coming out every day, or the new flankers, but basically all smell like Invictus Aqua or Hawas or Savage. It's the same old with the same different bottles. This right here is very different from all those. So that's why I'm calling this a win with this fragrance already, and I really like it. So the downfalls of it, I have to discuss some of the criticism. And downfalls, first of all, would be this is not for everybody. This is not for younger generation. Even though it has more appealing sweetness feel to it, more safer than original Eternity, but still has kind of like a mature vibe. So I would see 21, 22 plus any age can rock this and rock this with a lot of pleasure and confidence. But if your nose is mature, you like to explore kind of like a soapy new scent, green scent, and you want to smell different from rest of the crowd, this or Cool Water Intense will be beautiful, beautiful purchase. Trust me, and they're gonna be very inexpensive for your budget. And the second criticism I'm gonna give this one, it could be a little bit synthetic and it doesn't smell very natural smelling fragrance, which is expected from Calvin Klein. They are not known to make a lot of niche uh, kind of like a smelling fragrance, because I believe they use more synthetic compounds. But once in a while, you know, Cicator, Euphoria line, they have liquid gold, they have amber fever, I don't know, few fragrances they have niche quality feel to them, but this one not so much. So those are two criticisms: not the most youthful scent, second of all it's not the most natural smelling fragrance. But apart from that, I don't think those could be reason enough for you to hold back and not try this fragrance. You know, I highly recommend, because you know, as a fragrance reviewer who like, I'm kind of like, I've gone through many fragrances, mostly on designers, and I have, when I go to market or go to pages, I do not find so many fragrances to buy that I really need or want. But when I find something new that is exciting as well, unique enough, it kind of excites me. So the fragrance is very beautiful, and on a dry down, it's gonna start smelling a lot like Eternity. On the far dry down, after say 1 to 3 hours, it's gonna smell stronger, more potent version of Eternity. So first 3 hours, it has its own smell going, own sweetness, own depth going, and the last stage, very last stage, instead of vetiver, you're gonna get the woody, suede leather kind of mix with that herbal green feel. So I would suggest this for colder weathers, colder months. It'll be perfect. You're gonna get in your countries at least 7 to 8 hours push from this on your clothes. So that is definitely a strong point of this fragrance. So highly recommend you try it. It's I would say mild, daring kind of fragrance, but it's not the most unique at this point, but unique enough in the crowd of lot of latest releases. Okay, this would be definitely one of my go-to guys if I actually have to buy the bottle. I think it would be go-to guys among a lot of these other Sauvage or Invictus Aqua or Aventus like smelling. This is different enough from those. Okay, so very nice fragrance. Perhaps I'll be buying a full bottle of it after going through the whole sample. So I would say it's a strong try. It's not a must buy, it's not a pass, but it's a strong try. If you happen to be in the mall, if you buy some fragrance, tell them to give you an official sample of Eternity EDP. It might really be, you know, your secret weapon, you know, especially the guys with 30, 35 years old, already married. This guy's gonna really love this fragrance. It has that kind of, not barbershop, but it has an old school feel in a new school style. I'm sorry, I don't know, that doesn't make sense, I guess, but it has sort of like that, you know, bring back a cowboy movie, bring back a western, you know, in 2019, 2020, and still be relevant. It's not outdated. So very nice touch. I'm giving this a 9 out of 10, which I really hardly give to fragrances these days. So Eternity EDP as getting a 9 out of 10 from me. Very nice release, very beautiful release. I hope to see this one gets a lot more love than it does. Okay, so that's the review for today, and everybody have a nice day, take care, and I will see you soon, hopefully, with some more reviews. Bye bye.